All right. Stream is starting. This is good news. I actually got this up and running. Yes. Okay, so let's switch first to my screen. There we go. All right, so what we did yesterday, I'm working my way through the Roguelike tutorial. Probably getting bored of me saying that if you've seen a few more than two of these videos, right? And we're working our way through generating the maps. Yesterday we completed interior design and cellular automata maps, I believe. Oh no, we added all three. Wow, we did three of them yesterday. I forgot that we went that far. I don't think I can do streams that long often, but we'll see how this goes. We're up to now the Drunkard's walk maps. So let's just make sure our tree is clean. It looks like it is, and just do that anyway. Make sure nothing happened overnight. No bits got flipped. All right, so ever wondered what would happen if an Umber Hulk or other tunneling creature got really drunk and went on a dungeon carving bender? The Drunkard's Walk algorithm answers the question, or more precisely, what would happen if a whole bunch of monsters had far too much to drink? As crazy as it sounds, this is a good way to make organic dungeons. It does sound crazy, but I'm interested to see how it turns out. So we'll start with the scaffolding. We've done enough that should be old hat by now. So we just we're going to copy paste and get some things wrong, right? So vim source map builders, and this one's called Drunkard, right? So let's just copy it in the last one. Map builders, what was the last one? BSP interior, something like that. So we're going to just change all BSP interior into Drunkard's walk. All right, change all those. Good. We have a map, a starting position, a depth. Oh, you know what? Before we even do this, we should be looking at fixing that spawn rate, right? That was what we left off with last time. We were getting, every time I took a step, I'd hit a trap. Right? It's like, yeah, look how many traps are showing up. So I think that I'm just walking to see if any more traps show up. I think that what we need to do before we even do this, let's quit out of this and just exit completely. There we go. Blow that away. I think we need to take a look at what we did in the last commit that caused us to and it was this change, right? It was after we put in the cellular automata change that so the spawn room logic changed. And what I'm thinking it might be is the max monsters value here. This might be max monsters not per level, but per spawn point, right? Because we were choosing the spawn points randomly using this noise generator, and then carving out little regions in the map, right, to spawn monsters in. I think this 30 should be probably like a 2 or a 3. So what file is this in again? Spawner. Yeah. So let's change the 30. There it is. Let's just change that to a 3, and then hopefully we won't get as many traps. Because I was dying very quickly, just taking a few steps here and there, and suddenly I was dead. All right, let's refresh this. I should speed this up. I think this is 200 milliseconds per. But now, yeah, okay. That seems a little more sane, right? Right? Okay, it's not nearly as many bear traps. Okay, so that's good. Okay, well, there's also not as many monsters and items. Oops. That's what happens when you run. Run right past a goblin and ignore it while it keeps taking a swipe at you. right? Okay, so I think, yeah, so, oh wow, there are 3 in there. Okay, but that's okay. 3 is good. It was the 300 that was killing me. So let's check that in as a fix. Were there any other changes I wanted to make? Oh, right, there was an issue where we were starting in the upper left-hand corner. No, I just got trapped by a trap. Why did this suddenly show up with one issue? Page layout may be unexpected due to quirks mode. Okay. I don't care. I don't know if that's always been like that or if it's just something that just showed up. All right, let's go down a level. Oh, that worked. So we were able to go down a level, but we didn't start on the... Yeah. Let's try this and see if we get stuck in the corner. And then the other one was the BSP interior map, where we got stuck in the upper left-hand corner at the beginning of the level somehow when we went down one level. I should create a special hotkey for magic mapping so we don't need to, or revealing the, geez, this traps, revealing the stairs location at a minimum. I just want to go down a level and see if we luck out and getting the interior, and then if we do get the interior, will we get... I'll grab that because it looks like I might need it. Where are the stairs? Not there. Over here. Oh man. Sneak around the trap. Still no stairs. All right. This is taking a very long time just to find stairs. And now I'm hungry and I got hit by 2 traps. And there we go. No, okay, so it didn't create the map I was hoping for. What was happening was we were using a BSP interior map. So let's pull that up. Right? And the starting position ended up being 0, 0, which is the default starting position, right? But we're supposed to be setting the starting position here instead. So if we create a starting position, or if we create a new map, we set the starting position to be 0, 0, right? And that's what I was thinking was not changing, but it's pretty clear. We can't exit the build function. This is the build function, right? Yeah. We can't exit the build function without setting a starting position of being the center of the first room. So I don't know how we would end up at 0, 0. Let's at least fix the monster spawn rate or item spawn rate. Let's actually change it because it is an item spawn rate, not a monster spawn rate. Right, so max monsters should be max spawns. Yeah. Because it spawns monsters, it spawns items, it spawns the whole, this is the list of things it spawns, right? And goblins and orcs are included in that. So I'm going to just say max spawns. HG. And source. Oh, Clippy should be happy. There shouldn't be, all we did was change a variable name and the value it was. Oh. Right? That's all we did, yeah. Fix spawn rate. All right, let's push that up and then let's go on to the Drunkard's Walk thing. All right, so where were we? Drunkard, and we did a cat, right? Colon. There it is. Okay, so we didn't need map builder. Oh, because I did this maybe. Okay, and then we need the prelude. Really? Because we didn't use it before. Okay, well, we'll see. We don't need a min room size. We do need a map, a starting position, a depth, a history, and the noise areas, which is a hash map of I32 in vec of U size. Okay. And then what? We got map, we have a starting position, that's all the same. History, clone, self-build is all the same. Spawn entities. We're still doing the noise areas thing. So let's fix that. I should have grabbed the noise one. What was it in? Cellular. That's hard for me to say for some reason. Cellular automata. Let's just grab this code. Put it here. There we go, right? And then the visualizer is the same. And now we have the Drunkard walk builder. Oh, right. I have to change BSP interior to Drunkard's walk. Yep. Okay. And this has map, starting position, depth, no rooms, history, and noise areas. Hash map new. EW, not 3.2. Okay. Hand was slightly off. All right, so now we're getting allow Clippy map entry. Oh, that's the hash map thing. So we can do this code without Clippy complaining to us, but we're going to fix it like we did yesterday, so we won't need that Clippy allow thing. All right, so we grab the random number generator. We calculate our starting position in the middle. Yeah, so this is closer to the cellular automata one than it is the interior one, which is the one I copied. Oh, this floods it with random noise. Okay. Starting position is here. So let's set that just like we did for the other one. And then the start index is, yep, same thing. Okay. And now we're going to build a Dijkstra map. All right, so this can go away, and now we can blow away all this code. Oh, let's leave the stairs in there because we're going to eventually need that. And it won't compile with that code there, but that'll remind us to make sure we do the stairs. All right, map starts. Vec U size. Vec start IDX. And we have a Dijkstra map. I think that's map starts, right? What else would it be? And then we have the map and distance, I think, of 200. Yeah, we did this for the other code when we were generating spawns in self map tiles iter mute enumerate. So if we see a floor, but we don't have anything in there yet, so when we generate the new map, do we generate it with all floors or all walls? Because we're not generating anything yet. I'm just curious as to what it's going to look like. All right. Let's just keep going. Distance to start, if distance to start, right? Yeah, we did almost exactly the same code. Tile equals tile type wall. Otherwise, if distance, yeah, we change, because I remember changing this code. We should, right, now that we've gotten it written twice, if this comes up a third time, this is going to go into a common function in the module. Tile dot one distance to start, right? And there's only 3 here because we're not doing that one. And then self take snapshot. All right, place the stairs. Okay, so self map tiles, exit tile 0, tile type downstairs. Like that. And then we're going to take another snapshot. Okay, so I'm not sure what this is doing here. We're setting random walls. I assume then we flood fill it with floors before we start. Okay, now we build a noise map for use in spawning entities later. Right, so this, I don't see where we're actually creating the map. There's a random builder here, right? That's what calling this. All right, well, let's just keep going. Maybe this is just the beginning part of it. And I think that this code is all the same as the cellular one. So let's take a look. That way I don't have to type it in again, right? Noise type, frequency, map height -1, noise areas, and then we did this entry or default yesterday. Yeah, so let's just grab all of this and put it right here, right? And then we don't call add subrects anywhere, well, except recursively. And we don't call draw corridor anywhere, right? So I can go away, and that line can go away. And then we want to modify mod.rs to include it. Cards walk builder. And then just bring it down here. Change that to a 4. Drunkard's walk builder with a B, and then that changes to 5. I said 5. There we go. Okay. All right. Does this check? It doesn't. What do I do? Oh, standard collections. And it doesn't know call expression. Yeah, I did that last time, didn't I? What else is wrong? That's it. No more items. But 4 warnings. Okay, what are the warnings? We're not using rect. We're not, yeah, so we're not using the prelude, and that doesn't have to be mutable. Oh, it was a copy paste error. Okay. So we don't need rect, we don't need prelude, and start index does not need to be mutable. Right. So does that work? 0, 0. Okay. So let's build that and see if we can get a Drunkard's walk map on the first try. Nope. Oh, that must have been it, because that went very quickly. Since we're reusing the exact code from Cellular Automata, we should take the common code and put it to map builder common. Okay, good. This saves typing, saves the compiler from repeatedly remaking the same code. Yeah, so this is all that code I just copy pasted. But we can't really run it yet because it's not working. Right? I don't think it did anything. Because all we did was this code here. We took a snapshot. We placed the stairs. We took a snapshot. And we made the noise things for the spawner. And then oh, okay. So we haven't actually written the code yet. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a little more sense. So why did we do all this? I don't know. Let's do this part first, where we factor this out. It's in common.rs. Right. So let us pull that out of Drunkard. Right. DIJK. So it's just this code. We have map starts, right? Pub and remove unreachable areas, returning most distant. We get a mutable reference to the map. We get our start index, which is usize, and we return a usize, if I remember what I saw before. Yep. And that's just returning the furthest IDX. Okay, so we're going to grab this code here and I'm going to move it over by 1 like that. We're going to return exit tile 0, right? And that's the most distant. And then we're going to call something called populate blocked, which I think must be something we're creating. I don't know that we have that. Do we? Map.rs. Do we have a populate? Oh, we do have populate blocked. Okay. All right. I completely forgot. All right. Let me give that a little extra blank line because that's separate. And this is the Dijkstra code. And then we're going to also do this. Generate Voronoi spawn regions. The map. RLTK random number generator. And that's going to return a hash map of I32s and vec usize. Okay, and that's just going to come out of the Drunkard code as well, and it's going to be just this stuff here, right? Noise areas. Oh, we're going to return noise areas rather than set them directly. Okay. So let's just copy it and adjust. Oops. Undo. Paste. Shift over. Noise areas. Hash map. I32 vec usize. Hash map new. And we're going to just pass that back. And instead of self noise areas, we're just going to do that, right? And then return noise areas. And then down here, we're going to just call it, right? Say self noise areas equals generate Voronoi spawn regions. We're going to give it the map and the RNG. Right? And take a snapshot? No, there's no snapshot after that. And then here, instead of doing all of this stuff, we're going to set the start IDX, but all of this is going to go. And we're just going to call let exit tile remove unreachable areas returning most distant. Wow, that is a long function name. And we're going to get it a mutable reference to map and start index. And we take a snapshot. We set the downstairs, take a snapshot, and then generate the noise areas. Okay. So does this build? And if so, we're going to go back and, oh, we pass in the map now, right? So all references to self need to go away. Oh, we still have an error. Oh, I need to import the hash map. Use standard collections, hash map. Yeah, I probably typoed it, right? And was there another error? Found module map. Oh, self map. And we have to pass in a reference, and pass in a reference to mutable RNG. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close. Trait base map is not implemented. Where's populate blocked? What do we want to do? Dijkstra map. Oh, we just give it a map directly. Okay. And then exit tile of 0. Oh. It's just exit tile. 0, 0 for the errors and warnings. Good. Okay, so let's go now over to the cellular one and see if we can do the same thing and extract yeah, this Dijkstra map code, right? Isn't it the same? We have map starts, we have the Dijkstra map. We get the exit tile, right? It's the same code. Okay, so let's do that. Let exit tile equal that huge thing, right? And then we're going to pass in mute self map and a start index, right? And this all goes and I hit F1, go away, and that goes. So that should build. It does. And then we're going to use the noise thing, which is this giant function name. And we're just going to pass in self map and the random number generator. And this should still work. Okay, let's see. Let's build this and refresh until we get a cellular automaton map, because the Drunkards one isn't going to work yet. Refresh, 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 refresh. There we go. Almost looks alive, right? Okay, so it got a starting position. That's good. It got a, oops, I had G. And we're not dying to traps again like we were last time. Right? I'm not finding anything. But maybe because this is depth 1, there isn't as much to spawn. You'd think you'd find something, though. There's the downstairs. I mean, I'm not even catching any traps. I'm just hoping that we didn't break the spawn code. Right? Because moving the function that generates the spawn locations, right? If nothing's spawning, you don't have much of a game. Yeah, nothing is spawning here. All right, so maybe we broke something with the noise generator. Let's grab a fast map to build. There we go. And just look real quick if one of these spawns stuff. Did I just break all the spawn code? No, there's traps. Okay. Traps are spawning here. That's the only thing that's spawning. There's an orc. Okay. All right. So that's working. But this is not using the noise generator for spawning. It's just basing it on rooms. So let's take a quick look at what I changed. And it was basically just a copy paste. So, right, these are generating the spawn regions. We're returning the areas. We are entering them into the map. So I'm just worried. Let me console log how many things were spawning. What would that be in? The spawner? Oops. Yeah. Num spawns equals 0 return. So the minimum is number of areas, right? So I'm going to say rltk console log format spawning x items, right? Num spawns. Like that. Okay, let's build that and see what it shows in the console here. Of course, I'm going to refresh until we get a cellular automata. Yeah. There we go. It didn't spawn anything. It didn't spawn anything. Huh. Did I mess that up? Maybe I just messed up a call to generate. No, there's generate Veroni spawn regions. Right? And then once we have that, we have noise areas here. Oh, I have to set it. Why didn't Rust complain that I was throwing away the return value, or ignoring the return value? That would have been a nice thing to see. Maybe Clippy would have said something. All right. There we go. Spawning -1 items. That's not good. I mean, it seems like that would be the bug. Okay, yeah. So, okay, we got a trap. We got food. Okay, so now we fixed it. All right. Good, good, good. And then just let me double check in the Drunkard stuff. That I'm saving. Yes, I'm saving noise areas there. Okay, good. Problem solved. So let's format and Clippy that. And we're going to call us the beginning refactoring and starting Drunkard walk, maybe. Refactored Dijkstra code and Voronoi map and started Drunkard's map. Hash. Sure. All right, let's push that up. Okay, and now we should be able to walk our drunkards, right? Oh, look at that. That looks really cool. All right, I think we can do this, and then I'll have to call it a stream at that point. All right, so the basic idea behind the algorithm is simple. Pick a central starting point and convert it to a floor. We count how much of the map is floor space and iterate until we've converted a percentage of the map to floors. Spawn a drunkard at the starting point. The drunkard has a lifetime and a position. While the drunkard's still alive, decrement the drunkard's lifetime. I like to think they pass out and sleep. Roll a four-sided dice. Roll a four-sided die. If we rolled a 1, north, 2 south, 3 east, 4 west, and the tile on which the drunkard landed becomes a floor. So it's just randomly choosing a direction and saying, okay, you're a floor, you're a floor. Everybody gets a floor. All right, Drunkard. So we're going to do that right here. Right? So we've already picked the starting position, starting index. We need to set map tiles of the starting index to a floor. And the total tiles for this particular map presumably we're doing that so we can calculate when we hit the 50% point. Floor tile count, self map. Tiles iter, filter. Star A. Wow, that's a fancy one. Tile type floor count. Right. Okay. What? Did I miss I did miss desired floor tiles. Really? We have to do it as usize? Okay. We didn't need to do that one as usize. And is this going to complain about the comparison? And then drunk Y is Y, and then drunk life is 400. Okay. Hi, Sam. Thanks for joining. We've worked some refactoring code, and we are now working on a Drunkard's Walk style map, which is going to look like this eventually. And then we're going to have to wrap up the stream after I do this, because I'm running out of time and voice. Drunk, life, 0. Y. Hi, General Nova. Thanks for joining. Map tiles, drunk, index, tile type, wall. Did something is true. Okay, so if we saw a wall, right, which we're not going to see right away, right, because we're going to start at the starting position, which we set to a floor somewhere, right here, right? So we set the starting position to a floor. We're going to come down here. Drunk life is greater than 0. The drunk's index is going to be a floor. So we didn't do something yet. We're going to set it to a downstairs. Interesting. Why are we setting the drunks index to a downstairs? And then we're going to pick do we need the stagger thing, or can I just say match on the RNG? I don't see stagger direction anywhere except for the match. So if drunk x is over 2, drunk x is reduced. I don't need a thing, but I do need a thing there. And then if drunk x is less than self map width minus 2, drunk x plus equals 1. And then we're going to do the same thing for the height, or for the y direction. 3 and underbar. So change that to y. That changes to y. That changes to y, and that changes to height. And then drunk life goes down by 1. Okay, and then we keep looking. All right. And we keep doing stuff until we do something. If did something, self take snapshot, active digger count gets incremented. Oops. I don't want to do that yet. Digger count gets incremented. And then we're going to iterate over all the tiles. And if it's downstairs, and we set it to floor. Okay, so this must be like a flag that they were using to indicate. Oh, I see. Yeah, so they're showing downstairs where they're digging. Dig, 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 dig. I see. And then we take the snapshot and then we convert them all back to floors for the next iteration. All right. Okay, and then floor tile count, self map, tiles, iter, filter, A, star A is tile type, floor, count. All right. Dwarves gave up their sobriety, of whom something actually found a wall. All right, and that's just going into the console. So we can just copy paste that. That's something I don't mind copy pasting. And then we'll remove unreachable areas. We'll generate the spawn regions, and then we should be on our way. So does this check? Wow, first try. Okay. And now we just need to keep refreshing until we get the, until we get the map. I already added it to the random map generator. And I should remove that one. Spawn console. There we go. That's the only one there. Yep. All right. So let's build this. That way the messages we see are only from the Drunkard's map instead of the spawn code. Okay. Oh, that's not one. That's not one. Refresh, refresh. Come on. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's digging out a cave. Until we hit 50%. It's always starting from the middle, though. You see that? Right there in the middle. And then, yeah. Wow. That's a big, wide open cave. It did generate spawn regions, though, because I saw a shield or a scroll or whatever that is. I can never remember which one is which. But the middle seems to be a big open area, and then the edges look like they're noisier, right? In terms of walls to floors. Oh, there's a little potion. Okay. and a trap. Good. So we're spawning and we're building, and that went pretty quickly. So maybe we can do one more thing. I think I have time for one more thing here. Managing the digger's alcoholism. So there's a lot of ways to tweak the drunkard's walk. All right, let's clippy this and push it, and then we can look at this change here. Git add source, git commit, finished initial drunkard's walk algorithm. I think that's how you spell it. If not, then I'm going to be embarrassed. Okay, so since these can produce radically different maps, let's customize the interface to the algorithm to provide a few different ways to run. We'll start by creating a struct to hold the parameter sets. Okay, and now we'll modify new in the structure itself to accept it. Okay. Right, settings, and then we'll also modify the random builder to make the settings. Now we have a mechanism to tune the inebriation of our diggers. For in random mode, the starting position for the drunkard is the center of the map, and a random map location for each subsequent iteration. Okay. That makes, yeah, so that way we start at some random location, we start in the middle of the map, and then subsequent digs start randomly. And that gets checked every time through the loop. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward, right? And then we're doing partial equal copy clone because we need to compare against these guys. All right, we can do that. Okay, pub struct drunkard settings, and I can imagine drunk spawn that there would be other settings like, you know, how long does each walk last, right? And maybe like confining it to a specific region. You know, you can't go beyond certain XY coordinates from your starting point or whatever. So there could be a bunch of different settings. Right now there's just this one, whether we have a starting point or we have a random. All right. And then when we create the map, we need to put settings in there. And we put it here. And we don't have to put the colon thing there because it's named the same. And then we'll modify our random builder, which is in common. No, it's in mod. Here. To pass in just the starting point version. So new depth, drunkard settings, spawn mode, drunk spawn mode, starting point. Right, just like that. And that should compile, right? And it doesn't because I didn't include it here. Drunk spawn mode. Oh, and drunkard settings. Okay, 3 warnings. Probably because we're not using settings, right? Is my guess. And then let's go ahead and use settings. And that should make those warnings go away. So that is in, oh, not in that file, in this file. So there's the did something. We have drunk X, drunk Y, and we're going to set the starting position either randomly or starting pointedly, right? So we can change this. I'm going to put this up here and then just say let mute drunk X, drunk Y is match, self settings, spawn mode. And if it is drunk spawn mode, oops, why did I do that? Starting point. And the other one is random, right? Ah! That F1 key is going to kill me. So we're going to just return self starting position. That might just work just like that, right? I don't know if it will. If we have to put it in the thing, or if this destructure thing will destructure it properly. And if it's random, if digger count is 0, self starting position, we'll find out, and if we have to destructure it, we will. Otherwise, return RNG roll. Oh, I probably can't do this twice in the same tuple, right? Dice1 self map width -3 + 1, comma. Stop pressing that. Like that, right? That one's that one's that. That's a semicolon. These go away. And let's see if that'll even be close. Yeah. If and else have incompatible types. Expected components position found tuple. Oh, okay. So I do need to destructure it. X self starting position dot y. And we need to do that here as well. Put a comma there. Okay. 2 warnings now. What are the warnings? Oh, because we're not actually selecting random anywhere. Yeah, so drunken, okay, they're drunken lifetime, and then we have random. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that part just yet. Let's build that and make sure that this should work exactly the same way as it did last time with the Drunkard's Walk. And then we could just manually change it to random, take a look at that, and then there we go. Yeah, so it's always starting, see, it's always starting from this one location right here where I'm pointing my mouse. All right, so let's switch it back to random. And it's in my builder's mod. Let's change our starting point to random. Build that. Now we're going to get a warning that starting point's not used. That's okay. And we'll see what that looks like. And it panics. Do we get a line number anywhere, or is this... No, I don't see a line number here. All right. That's, then we go to this thing. And we should get a, and we're going to have to kill it and restart it until we get the right kind of map. Yep, that's okay. I don't mind the warning. Died. Okay. Index out of bounds. And what line is it? Drunkard, line 111. Okay. Oh, yeah, because I did this. Map width, map height. Ah, okay. least that was an easy error to fix. I wish it would have said that here, unless I just missed it. Sometimes the error message is used informative enough that we get the line number. Yeah, look at that. Now it's starting in random locations. And then it has to undo the, or fill in the unreachable regions. But we didn't see that. Or if it happened, it went very quickly. Okay. So I think we're going to call that a stream. Yeah. As long as Clippy's happy, there's nothing to do there other than the starting point. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay. Git add source, git commit, added random starting location for Drunkard's walk, contains warnings. And we'll fix the warnings tomorrow. I'm hoping I can stream tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I can. And then I'm going to be off for Thanksgiving. So I'll get one more stream in this week, and that'll be that. Let's take a look over here. Our commits. Here we go. And that's it. Let me take a look to see if there's somebody we can hop over to. No, MST3K and Milby are the only ones I have on my list here. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.